Hello, everybody. It's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we are returning to Panzer General, the SSI classic from the 1990s. Today's video is picking up where we left off months ago. We had just won the battle for Moscow, but we only won a minor victory there, and as a result, we were thrown back, per the game anyway, in the winter counteroffensive. If we had done a major victory, then we would have won the battle for Russia, and Russia would have been knocked out of the war. As a result of only a minor victory, the game kind of continues on a quasi, I guess this will be the historical path. Now, at this point, the game is branching. It's a branching campaign. It gives you two options to handle how you want to move forward. You can either choose to continue in Russia, in which case you go toward the battle for Sevastopol, and then if you win there, you go to Stalingrad. The alternative is you can go to North Africa, and you can fight, I believe, the Battle of El Alamein. I think that's the next battle in North Africa, and then if you win there, you get to drive into Palestine, the Middle East, and you can drive into the soft underbelly of Russia, those mountainous Caucasus mountains. And then I think if you win all of that stuff major victory-wise, you end up going to a 1943 assault on Moscow for another attempt. Now, if you go minor victories, I think you end up going down the historical route with dealing with the Allied counteroffensives, and you basically lose any option to win a major victory in the campaign. You can win a minor one, which basically involves throwing the Allies back around the Berlin time frame, but it'll basically bring you through the historical scenarios-ish. That's my understanding. Now, we are going to decide to go to North Africa. We fought in Russia a fair bit. Let's try our hands against the Western Allies and see what the desert looks like. Sandy, I'm guessing.
After much ebb and flow, the African front has stabilized at Gazala. It is time for you to seize the initiative and drive the British out of Libya and Egypt. Your goal is to seize Cairo and all other objectives by September 30th. However, given the entry of the Americans in the war, it may be necessary to complete the conquest of Egypt earlier to prevent an American invasion of Northwest Africa. Early success may also allow us to attempt an invasion of England.
Oh, maybe do Sea Lion. I'm not really sure. Okay. I haven't gone this path before, so I'm not super familiar with these particular scenarios. I think I might have played this one when I did the North Africa campaign, which is another campaign option you can go with. But, yeah. So we get to bring our Russian army to North Africa. I'm trying to figure out the logistics on that one. All right, deploy your units. Oops. Oops. There we go. Alright, I was trying to find the button for zooming out. Alright, so we've got comical looking map now. Okay, so this would be North Africa, and you can deploy at multiple locations. Why would I deploy that far west, though? That's the question. It looks like we've got some tank units all the way on the western edge of the map. But this is, I believe, the battle for El Alamein, so presumably our front line is further east. Oh, this is not, I guess. Can we zoom out to the strategic map? All right, so here's the strategic map. We've got some naval forces. Apparently the Italian fleet is going to come out and play. I don't know why we would deploy further west. It doesn't look like there's anything in the desert for us to deal with conquering wise. So it looks like the jumping off point for this offensive is the front in front of Tobruk. Our goal is to take Tobruk as well as the inland town of Bir Hishgam. We then want to drive east and take Barda. And from there, I'm assuming, but I don't know how far. Okay, the map doesn't go that far south. It's basically just driving east to take all of the objectives along the coastal road effectively. So you've got Marsa Maroth, you've got El Alamein, so it is El Alamein. Then you've got Alexandria in the north, and then you can see here there's this, I wish I had a little pointer rather than this little hex thing that's so slow to move across the map. But you see you've got this rough desert terrain that kind of pins you in against El Alamein as historical, so you can't really flank as easily. But once you get past El Alamein, things open up a bit, and you can go for Cairo down here in the south. So that's the general map situation. I think, you know, there's not really a lot of complexity to the front here. It would look to me like the main thing is to just deploy everybody here along this line and drive directly for Tobruk and try and do that as quickly as possible. So let's go ahead and I don't know how to zoom back in. Let's go ahead and zoom back in here and start deploying our troops in those particular positions. Now I do have some air units. I guess the issue here is I do have an airfield. I've got an airfield right here. All right, so we will deploy some F-190s, which are, well, one of our F-190s, which is a fighter unit. We've got a max experience bomber and tactical bomber unit. We apparently don't have a lot of fighters that were, I don't really remember what we all brought with us. Oh, no, we've got another fighter unit. These guys are they all max experience? I didn't think I got everybody up to max experience, but it's been a little while since I've played, too. Sure seems like these guys. So we'll put a Pioneer up north here. We'll put a heavy Vera infantry here in the south. Infantry is generally very useful in attacking fixed positions. Less useful in breakouts, but fixed positions, yes. Bridge engineers. So I probably want to mix in some armor here on the front. Let's actually, can we take a look and see which of our armor units we can upgrade here? Because I don't really need to upgrade, I don't think, most of those infantry units here, but armor, we don't really have a lot of better stuff yet. It doesn't look like much has really changed. We could go with a PZ-3J, which would be a modest improvement on the hard kills. It's relatively cheap to do that. The PZ-4 is worse at the hard stuff, and I'm assuming we'll run into some Shermans or some better tanks here. But, I mean, not much more than what we've been facing in the Eastern Front. I don't know that this is really worth it. It's got less fuel, less ammo. Well, let's hold off on that. Let's just deploy the PZ-3J. We'll deploy these heavier tanks in the south. I'm assuming we'll want the infantry support tanks up in the front. So, I've got a lot of PZ-3. Some H's, some J's. Maybe the only reason you deploy is because you've got all those frickin'... oh my god, I've got a lot of these guys. Alright. I forgot how many units we had in the east. And it still gives me room for more core slots, too, if I need them. Oh my god. Where's my artillery? That's what I really want to use. Let's actually put a recon car here in the front. Swap one of those tank units out. And then maybe put another recon car in place of one of these infantry units. We'll swap them around here. We've got this anti-tank unit, which I don't know that I have any use for. And then we've got some self-propelled guns. The heavier pieces might actually make sense to move forward a little bit. Move the tanks back. Okay. Man, I can't even deploy all my armor up front here. Okay. I don't even have room for all these guys. I guess that's why you have some spots in the rear of the... These guys do have trucks, so they should be able to hopefully move more quickly to get to the front. I don't know. Oh my god. I don't know what to do with all this artillery either. Alright, let's deploy one of these guys here, here. I guess I don't need the recon cars if I'm going to be... I don't know. Can we deploy. It'd be nice to be able to deploy the armor over there. Don't have to drive that whole frickin' way. All right, only a couple units had to get deployed to the rear here. Artillery, yes, indirectly. Sorry. Are all these guys full experience? Did I really get... I didn't think I got all my core units leveled up to that. Unless we got, like, some post-battle experience or whatever. Just as, like, a... Hey, these guys are fighting, so... Alright, the Italians are back there somewhere, too. Alright, so we've got British armor. Would have been nice to know we're going to deal with all this armor up here. They've also got some anti-aircraft units and some of their own artillery. I'm inclined to try and hit their anti-aircraft with my artillery, because then that will open up the ability to use my air power against them, which is not a ton, but is, you know, it's not nothing. Alright, so we use the artillery there. We'll try and open up the front here a bit with some artillery. Okay. And then I've got some non-core air units too. In fact, we've got some Italian air units. But let's use this Stuka over here to hopefully finish off this unit at Gazala so we can get in there and attack their artillery. Got it. And Italian tactical bombers, I guess, might be the best option. I mean, we could use some of these ships, too, to do some bombardment. Maybe. So we got some Italian battleships here. Let's weaken their artillery. Italian heavy cruisers. How many of them can even get in range this first turn? Maybe just the two. I'm assuming we're going to be dealing with the Royal Navy here too. Eventually. We'll put our subs out front. And our S-boats out front. Oh, there we go. There's the enemy Navy. Alright, so we got a destroyer and a T-boat up front here. Can't really get to them quite yet. There is another anti-aircraft gun back here, which I just saw. That kind of sucks. Apparently they have two anti-aircraft guns. Damn. Right, I'm going to guess the enemy fleet's going to be stronger than my own. Just a guess. Royal Navy probably not super easy to deal with. Hey, there they are. Sub evades attack. I don't know what the range is on those guns. It depends on what the caliber is. I didn't check that yet. I don't think I can hit anything from here. Maybe I should have moved my Navy before the other stuff. Alright, so tactical bombers. Can we go for the ships? Are they in range? No, the ships... Well, one of them is. Alternatively, we can go and try and finish off this infantry in front of us to break open the front. We can use the Ju-88 is an effective anti-ship weapon. Is this a battleship? It is. Alright. Well, then the only answer for that is to send our naval weapon. Our air... Oh my god, they've got two battleships. And I attacked it and it didn't do anything. Great. Supposed to have a good naval rating, and it didn't really accomplish much. Alright, I can go for this cruiser. There we go. Light cruiser. Destroyed 50% of it. I'm assuming there's going to be enemy air, fighter units that are going to attack my bombers too. So we do need to provide some cover. If we can. I don't know where their fighters are. Probably hit their airfields. I'm just not sure. F-190s can attack enemy ships decently, too. Okay. I'm wondering if he'll go for the air units that are attacking his ships before he goes for the other stuff. They got several submarines, too, which is interesting. I think I built a decent screen of light ships in front of my fleet, but we'll see. Nope, don't do that. It might just be the 1 hex range, I'm not sure. Alright, we'll provide cover there. 40 mil, they may only have a range of 1. 2. But 2, I think, means just the adjacent hex. Like, 2 would be here. Well, maybe not. I don't know. There we go. Got a little bit of damage in on that Matilda. We have other air units. We've got a fighter, an Italian fighter. We can use to provide some cover. 2. Okay. Alright, armor, move forward here to Gazella, or whatever. Maybe I should have attacked with infantry first. I just don't know what his... What's the range on these guns? These are 6-inch and 6-inch. They've got a range of 3. So we can attack them like that without... Okay. Why 4-1 against? Undo that. 0 to 9. Oh my god. Maybe a little bit OP. Ah! Bye. Okay. Alright, what's our best? These guys have 12, so let's try and hit this. Thank you for the resub, Monolith. Appreciate it. Oh, we still have 1 fighter left. Alright, let's... Can we hit this with a, No. I was gonna say, can we finish it off with less than a PZ3? Because I would have liked to use my armor. We destroyed the Matilda, but now we've still got some grants. I don't know how good my guys are going to be against grants. Not great. Alright, let's get the enemy infantry first. Okay. We've got so many units crammed in here. Can my recon car move up here and maybe get a... No, don't do that. Can we... It'd be nice to be able to flank, but it doesn't look like I can go further south here. Got a little bit of recon here. They got Stuarts back here. Biff, thank you for the resub there, too. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks. I have not been streaming enough to warrant your support, but I do appreciate your support. Should have moved some of those artillery pieces forward, too. I didn't have the room at the time, but now I do. And I'm regretting not doing it. All right, This is a 105. I don't know that it can hit anything from here. We'll see. I'd like to extend my line and flank rather than get bottled up going for Tobruk, but doesn't seem like I got the room to do it. Okay. Can we finish off this enemy artillery piece? We can. She's dead. What's the fastest way to the front? Probably going along the coastal road. Yeah, for sure. The coastal road gives you so much better movement. Nope, don't do that. Thank you for the alert that I would be abandoning my trucks. That's not what I wanted to do. No. Oh, well. I guess they didn't have trucks, so. Board the ships, lads. Yeah, that's it. So we do have room for 2 more cores. We've got 2 more unused core slots, so we could expand the size of the force, but frankly, at this point, I don't know what I would do with them. Maybe more air support would be nice, but I'd rather keep the prestige on hand and reinforce and buy units where necessary, but let's wait and see, because I don't have the room to use this massive force I've got with me. It's actually causing problems for me in terms of my ability to fight the enemy effectively, because I've got all these units sort of gumming up the works. Enemy tactical air, some fighters going after the Italian fighters. If the enemy's going to engage my air, I'm happy for them to engage the Italians, because those are not core units. And so it doesn't matter if I lose them, at least in terms of the what happens next battle thing. Ow! Alright, is that it? Hey! Long-barreled PZ-4. Cool. And Italian IT Centro. Alright, so we lost a ship. I think it was I think it was just a light ship. Alright, this battleship did not move, which is actually nice because, well, let's worry about, before I use my fighters against theirs, or their ships. What do they have here? They've got Spit 2s, Spit 4, 5 Bs. They've got mosquitoes. Alright, so how well can I fight this guy with a, oh, nice. Alright, well, we'll just do that. 1 spit down. Jeez. If I had some anti-aircraft, wouldn't even need to worry about. Well, I got my fighter shot down. Okay, so their bombers are still intact. But I did manage to shoot down their screening fighters. Oh wait, we've still got 1 fighter here. Now, they might have other fighters. I don't think all of their fighters and all their aircraft got up to us. So we do need to keep that in mind, but... Okay, so nearly destroyed that enemy bomber. Pull these guys back behind our fighter cover. Alright, so they got a battleship here and a destroyer. Attack the battleship by subs. So their battleship is badly damaged. Of course, their submarine's going to evade attacks. Do they ever get hit? All right. Wow, we did no damage to that battleship. All right. Well, anyway, they've got one battleship moderate, a little bit damaged. The other's crippled. A cruiser's also crippled. So depending on what they've got ship-wise, we're in better shape there. Can my artillery hit anything from back here? No. Great. Can this artillery hit anything from back here? No? Okay, great. Even better. They can hit something. And they did! Good job, boys! Where did I left my artillery way far back. Great. Okay, so... There, we just destroyed an enemy anti-tank gun. Or anti-aircraft, sorry. They apparently built a whole bunch of shit right in front of us as we were just trying to move up on them. Why can these guys not move? We're boxed in here. Oh my god, I can't. None of these guys can move, like they can't even move to the next adjacent hex. How the frick am I supposed to fight? Have a good one, Biff. Thanks for the sub again. Alright, can you... Gonna be hard to break through when I can't even get in the terrain. Let's try and shift some of our units around here so we can get my artillery up. Okay. I need better terrain so I can do something. Alright, so those guys can just kind of sit there. Let's get them off truck so they're at least a little bit less of a air target. You know what would be interesting is a seaborne invasion of, like, Alexandria. We'll have to clear out, I think, more of the enemy fleet, but in theory, that's not too crazy of an idea. I don't know if I have the shipping for it. I've got 1 unit on ships. They really can't move very far either. That's part of the problem. All right, well, that's going to end the turn. I guess paratroopers could be useful in this scenario. We've got 25 more turns. Enemy fighters are approaching. More enemy bombers. Quite a bit of air units. Some mosquitoes doing some anti-bomber work against my ships trying to destroy enemy ships. Don't destroy my Ju-88. That's valuable. It's almost dead. It will need to retreat. Ah, enemy submarines. Alright, so Ju-88 retreat to an airfield so you can repair. Man, those Stukas took heavy damage. I don't know if that was the flak that did it, but... Alright, so we got multiple enemy air units this turn. Stein, thank you for the resub. Pull back to the airfield to try and repair. Their S-boats, by the way, are frickin' murder. Hey, we damaged one of their subs. Hell yeah, brothers. Finished off that S-boat. So they've got one battleship left, or a battle cruiser, I guess. They've got a sub and then a whole bunch of air power coming up. Let's use our artillery to soften the enemy up. Or at least the enemy we can reach with our artillery. Oops, wrong button. Command and Conquer Tiberian Dawn. Pretty sure, Sorlak, that this game came first. Command and Conquer was late 90s, wasn't it? This is like 94, 93. Okay. Man, the terrain on this map is just not forgiving. I don't particularly want to move my armor in there to deal with anti-tank counterattacks, but I kind of have to. I don't have the room. Why can't these guys move one hex? This is impassable terrain? Apparently. boys. Rugged defense. Fuck. They batter those guys up pretty bad. Alright, I guess I'm trying to bypass or flank Tobruk a little bit. Oh, I still have at least one fighter left. Alright, so we took out some enemy air. I'm gonna go for that guy just to finish it off. I don't like moving them like that because I feel like that's inviting an enemy to crush them, but like, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do here. The terrain in front of Tobruk is just a nightmare. So bypass to the south with a big chunk of my force and then try to push in, except I got too much armor up front, which is going to make it more difficult. I'm going to have to rely on artillery, which is not yet in range. So it'll probably be another turn or two before Tobruk falls. Meanwhile, I think we just have to pivot south with a lot of these guys to try and get into open country so we can push where we need to push. Coastal road is tempting, but it's kind of turned into a bit of a bottleneck. Okay. All right. What's our prestige situation look like? I did do one round of elite reinforcements. Alright, so we're actually up 500 just from taking this one Tobruk hex and then also the Bir Hatcham hex. 3.5-inch floppies for the win! The old man game. We're going to destroy that Italian fighter, which, again, I don't really care about. They can kill him. If there's anyone they're going to kill, that's what I want them to kill. Meanwhile, enemy bombers focusing on my artillery, which is funny because most of it is out of range. And we're going for some artillery bombers. There's another ship destroyed by their subs. The battleship takes heavy damage. Ooh, they just destroyed one of our ground units. And an armored counterattack appears to be manifesting out of somewhere. Alright, so they did 50% damage to my battleship. They didn't sink it, though. But guess what? My submarine has arrived. Yay. Boom, die. Alright. Got their sub, or one of them. They're probably... Fuck that. There's another one up here. Their air units could pose a challenge to my ships and destroy them eventually. They got some Lancasters coming in here, huh? Alright, well we got their anti-tank unit and the other hex in Tobruk. So we take that hex. Pioneers. What did they even destroy? Was that an armored unit they destroyed over there? Not sure. So we got some spits over here going for my bombers. Any other fighters, or was it just those 3? I thought I had one more somewhere. Maybe got shot down. Artillery, do your thing. There you go. Man, artillery is so damn useful. Just nuking enemies from orbit. Oops. I didn't actually mean to click that button. Okay. Let's make some space. So, enemy artillery is part of the problem here. I don't particularly want to get my area that's destroyed going for it, so I'll get the Italians to go do it. They can die, that's fine. Okay. That wasn't actually what I wanted to do. There you go. Good job, boys. Alright, let's move these guys up here. Nope. So I'm gonna try and flank him. Send our boys through the desert to go for Cairo and Alexandria and whatever else might be out that way. Goddamn rugged defense. Why can't they move more than one hex? Seriously. All right. Some artillery forward. Oops, undo. I'd love to use my bombers more aggressively, but I think I need to wait to clear. We took both hexes at Tobruk, so 2 major objectives down. Flanking toward Barda. Wait, is there an objective south of Barda too, or was it just Or maybe it's south of Tobruk. I don't remember. El Alamein. Anyway, Barda's the next major objective. We have 1,500, so despite those air reinforcements anyway, we didn't really lose much. I think I lost one core unit, maybe. So we destroyed one bomber unit, damaged another. They've got 2 more fighters coming up, which is a problem. I don't know how many more bombers they have. Take that turn to resupply. So we can just brute force it. How many? So we started the battle with 2 core slots. We are up to 3, so we've lost 1 core unit so far. Okay. Enemy fighters are moving back. Alright, we lose a little bit of prestige to strategic bombers. They're going to go for some of our transports. Looks like they shot down that Italian strategic bomber, which frankly I'm fine with. Going from the DF-109, which is not as good. Hey, we got a rugged defense for us once. Alright, those guys are moving back toward Cairo. That's the 3 prestige objective. Alright, so we've got 2 Spitfires going for us here. So let's take them out. 1 down. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, I want to move them to a place where they can repair next turn. So we took out both enemy fighters up near our front. We've got another one back here. We probably just want to go for the damage to make sure it doesn't come for us. Wow, we did a lot of damage on that bad boy. Can this bomber hit the enemy sub? Why can he not? The bomber's not out of ammo. He just Okay, what's the weather? Fair. Why can't he bomb him? I don't understand. Okay, well, he can't, so I don't understand that, but he apparently can't. Alright, I do not want to lose. Really? It's only giving me a 1? He might die next turn then. Good job, recon car. They've obviously got more troops back this way. That was not a good result. That one was much better. All right. I guess go for the anti-tank. I don't know. I don't really like any of my options here. Although they sure did a number on that anti-tank unit. Okay. We have very inconsistent replacement figures, and I don't fully understand why. Okay. Got him. Alright, so trying to move around the flank here. Can I move any artillery up here? No. All those boys already moved. Alright, I'm gonna risk it. Those guys may get attacked, but we still got a long ways to go. I'm just hoping the enemy doesn't have, like, unlimited prestige. The AI usually seems to effectively have that in this game. I could invest in AA. I don't have any right now. It's probably smart. I don't know. It's been a long while since I played this game seriously, so I don't really know what the ideal, I don't know what the meta is on this. Cool if I could use these guys as like anti-bombers. Alright, so we did destroy one there, or did we get two of their Spitfires? I forget. I think we got two, and they've got one back here, so that's good, I suppose. Alright, so I guess we'll just give them elite reinforcements. I don't know what else to do with them. We were at 1,500. We are now at 13, so we did do some reinforcements. It cost us a little bit of money. Let's see what the AI does against us here this turn. We got about 20 left, so we've still got at least 3 fighters. We shot something down, destroyed that artillery unit I was worried about. Well, we still got a punch. Alright, so our fighters... Some of our fighters need a frickin' break. Rest for the weary. Alright, that guy's gonna reinforce them. Got that fighter. Problem is I'm spending all my time trying to protect my Air Force by shooting down his fighters, which then results in me losing more bombers because I'm spending my time fighting against his fighters. Can these guys shoot at anything? No. God damn, I can't. Too many freaking impassable terrain markers. Alright, so we shot down one more enemy fighter. I've got some more fighters of mine somewhere, right? Somewhere. So he's got at least 2 more fighters. Yeah, we didn't manage to kill him. Great. I don't like taking artillery damage like that. But I kind of feel like, well, what's my choice here? I don't know what I'm supposed to do when I can only have like a 3-unit front. I can't cross these. The damn terrain! I need more frickin' tactical bombers, maybe? I don't know. These air units keep obliterating my artillery. So much for nothing. And I don't have enough air units to provide air cover for all these guys. Although perhaps I should buy some new fighters. I don't know. Alright, so... That's not actually, that's a hurricane, okay. I've got a Stuka that'll probably just promptly die. But we'll fly it forward here. Alright. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for today's episode of Panzer General, our retro weekday episode. It's been a little while since we played this game. We just took Tobruk in the El Alamein mission, and we'll see how things play out in the future ones. But until then, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'm out.